Hello students, welcome to Eshwari Thaniksha channel. In this video, we are going to study about decomposition reaction. In the previous video, we studied about combination reaction. This is the second type of reaction, decomposition reaction. Students, if you have not watched that previous video, you can go to the playlist and you can watch the video. So now let us start decomposition reaction in this video. What is decomposition reaction? If a single substance decomposes to form two or more substances, then it is called as decomposition reaction. Meaning is only one reactant should be there. So for example, here you can see I have taken one example. So here you can see there is only one reactant. And how many products are there? 1, 2 and 3. So such type of a reaction where only one reactant is taken and two or more products are formed. Such type of reactions are called as decomposition reaction. So in this example, if you take Fe is nothing but iron sulfate we have taken, and if you are heating iron sulfate, you will be getting ferric oxide. Fe2O3 is called as ferric oxide. Then sulfur dioxide gas is released and sulfur trioxide gas are released. So two types of gas are released here, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, and ferric oxide is in the solid form. So here color is very important. FeSO4 is green in color. It is a green color solid. So when you start heating this green color solid, what happens is initially FeSO4 will be having 7 times water. So when you start heating, this water molecules will be released. As a result, this green color will change into white color. So now it becomes white color solid. So again further heating, this white color solid will turn into reddish brown color. So reddish brown color indicates that it is converted into FeSO4 is converted into Fe2O3 along with the liberation of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gas. Is that clear? So this is about decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction is of three types. First type is called as thermal decomposition. Second type is called as electrolytic decomposition reaction. And third type is called as photolytic decomposition reaction. So let us study one by one. Students, if you are new to our channel, subscribe our channel and also share this video with maximum number of students. So here the first one we are taking thermal decomposition reaction. So students, one thing what you have to remember here is for the decomposition reaction to take place, some amount of energy should be given. Energy can be in the form of heat. If it is in the form of heat, it is called as thermal decomposition. Suppose if it is in the form of electric current, then it is called as electrolytic decomposition. Suppose the energy is in the form of sunlight, then it is called as photolytic decomposition. Depending upon the type of energy used, we are classifying into three types. So first one is thermal decomposition, where heat energy is used for breaking the reactant into two or more product. So here you can see when decomposition is carried out by heating, it is called as thermal decomposition. For example, you take calcium carbonate. CaCO3 is called as calcium carbonate. So it is a white crystalline solid. So start heating this. We are providing heat. So when it is heated, what happens is it will decompose or it will break into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas will be liberated. Calcium oxide is also called as quicklime, and where it is used, this is very important, it is used in the manufacture of cement. One more example let us study, that is lead nitrate. So lead nitrate is again white color solid. So the colors you have to remember. That is why I have written at the bottom, you can see here. Pb is lead. NO3 is nitrate. Lead nitrate, it is a white color solid. When you heat it, it will produce lead oxide. Lead oxide is yellow in color, along with the liberation of two types of gases. That is, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas will be liberated. Nitrogen dioxide is brown fumes. So brown fumes comes out. When you're heating this lead nitrate, you can see brown color fumes will come out. That brown color fumes is nothing but nitrogen dioxide. This was asked in the examination, final examination, board examination. You can see what is the brown color which is liberated when lead nitrate is heated. So you have to write it is nitrogen dioxide gas which gives that brown color fumes. Next, electrolytic decomposition reaction, where decomposition reaction is carried out using electric current, is called as decomposition, electrolytic decomposition reaction. So here you can see decomposition carried out using electric current. So example is electrolysis of water. So this is very important. So here how the questions can appear in the board examination, I'll tell you. So here there is an activity given in your textbook. So in this activity, what you are going to do is you are going to take a mug. So this is the mug you are going to take. In this you are going to dip electrodes. This black color are called as electrodes. So this electrodes are called as graphite rod. So here you can see it is mentioned. These are called as graphite rod, and you can see here you have to add water so that this graphite rod is immersed in water, and you can see this graphite rod is connected to a battery, 6-volt battery. And to this water you have to add some amount of acid. You can add dilute HCl or dilute sulfuric acid. Some amount of dilute acid you will have to add. So when you pass electric current, what is going to happen? So here important things what you have to remember is this rod, this electrode is called as anode, and here this electrode is called as cathode. So when you pass electric current, you can see small bubbles will come out in both the test tubes. So bubbles will come out and gas gets collected in this region. So the gas which is getting collected in this test tube is oxygen, and the gas which is getting collected in this test tube is nothing but hydrogen. So how the question will be asked here is at which electrode hydrogen gas is liberated. So you should write at cathode hydrogen gas is liberated. At which electrode oxygen gas is liberated. So you should write oxygen is liberated at the anode. So how to remember is, see here in anode you can see O is present. O is nothing but oxygen. There is no H here. So you can easily remember in anode if O is there, oxygen is liberated. So at anode if oxygen is liberated, then at cathode it is understood that hydrogen will be liberated. Remember like this. At anode O is there, so oxygen will be liberated at the anode. Then at the cathode hydrogen will be liberated. In what ratio they are liberated? So see here, this is the equation. This is the balanced equation. So what happens is water will break and hydrogen gas will be liberated and oxygen gas is liberated. So where this hydrogen gas is liberated? At the cathode. Oxygen gas is liberated at the anode. What is the ratio they are getting liberated? It is 2:1. So a hydrogen is 2 and oxygen is 1. So this is the ratio they are getting liberated. So see here the volume. So here this is more. See here this is more. Whereas here you can see the volume is very less. So here this is 2. Whereas here oxygen is 1. So it is in the ratio 2:1. So remember at which electrode what is liberated. Oxygen and hydrogen where they are liberated and what is the ratio they are getting liberated. So these two questions are very important from this activity which is usually asked in the board examination. Next is photolytic decomposition, where sunlight is used to decompose the reactant into product. So you can see here some examples if you want to study. Silver chloride, Ag is nothing but silver. So silver chloride, if it is exposed to sunlight for some time, so keep in sunlight for some time, so what happens is it will decompose or it will break into silver and chlorine gas is liberated. So this silver is gray in color. So initially it is a white color solid, it will turn into gray color. Why? Because silver is formed and chlorine gas is liberated. Second example is silver bromide. Silver bromide is yellow in color. So when it is exposed to sunlight, keep it for some time in sunlight. So what is going to happen is this is going to break into silver and bromine gas will be liberated. So again here you can see silver is formed which is gray in color. So this is about photolytic decomposition. And then one more term you have to learn, which is endothermic reaction. So endothermic meaning is if heat is used, endo meaning is using if the system absorbs heat. So thermic is heat. If the system is absorbing heat during the reaction, it is called as endothermic reaction. So here you can see a reaction in which energy is absorbed. So what kind of energy it is absorbing? Heat energy is called as endothermic reaction. So usually here you can see here decomposition reactions are endothermic because heat energy is absorbed by the system during the reaction. So therefore most of the decomposition reactions are endothermic reactions. So this is about decomposition reaction. So students, you can copy down these notes. So reactions along with the color is very important here. I have written the color as well below the formula. So write those and learn those formulas as well, which will be asked in the examination. So students, if you have any doubt, write in the comment section. I'll meet you in the next video, students. All the very best.